What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the FN Studios. The date, February 23rd, the city Baku in Azerbaijan. The event, the K-1 World Max Final Four. I'm happy to be joined by my friend, Alin Halmagean, a representative from K-1, and a huge event for the promotion, the Final Four, the best 70-kilogram fighter. What do you anticipate from that match?
Well, this match is going to be, again, the traditional Thai boxer from Thailand, one of the greatest ever, Buakaw Benchamek. You know, he's the king of K1 Max, multiple-time champion in traditional Muay Thai as well. And he's going to be versus a hungry young guy again from Korea, a man that has very heavy hands. We see that in the first fight in Spain when he connected the left hook, and then we see that in the last fight against Alin Halmagean. Some great body punches work by the Korean man. And this is going to be an exciting fight. He's going to be against a kicker, a hard kicker in Buakaw, the hardest kicker in the history of K1 Max, versus a really crafty boxer from Korea in Songham Lee.
Talk about some of the challenges. Obviously, there's so many international fighters that were competing on this card. You guys were traveling all over the planet to try to find the most exciting fighters, the most qualified fighters. What were some of the challenges you had to deal with putting a show like this together?
Well, you know what? Our task was to find the best young up-and-comer 70 kilograms kickboxers in the world, and I think we did a great job, because all the fights from the final 16 to the final 4 so far were exciting, and that's what K1 want to offer to the world. We want to keep the excitement you know, that we used to have for the last 20 years and bring that to the fans. And this is going to be an amazing lineup. You know, the last 4, you can't ask for better talent. 3 young guys and the king himself there. It's a shame that we couldn't have Andy Seller because of his medical problems that he has to overcome. But hopefully we'll have him next year. And I'm very excited, and I'm very happy to have you there with me hosting again and doing the commentary for the event.
It's going to be a great time. Now, just talk about building fighters. We've seen that over K1's history. Guys like Peter Arts and Andy Sauer, and now we have guys like Shane Campbell and Enrico Kale, guys that have bright futures. What about a guy like Maximo Suarez, another talented fighter who always comes to entertain?
Maximo Suarez, you know, is a cardio machine. He's a very young man. He's still a bit raw. We saw in the last fight with Enrico Kale that he still has to work a little bit on the strength department. He has the skill. He got a very beautiful technique and a lot of heart. And man, listen, I think we're going to have some great fights this year.
Also on this card, the younger cousin of Melvin Manhoff, Cedric Manhoff. What can you tell us about this guy? Obviously, anybody who hears the name Manhoff, they expect excitement, they expect knockouts. What does this cousin bring to the table?
What you're going to have to look for is you're going to have to look for this man throwing a lot of knees, power hands, and we're going to have Ismat Azagade that we had in the final 16. Welcoming to the K1. This is his first fight for Cedric in a K1, and we want to see if he's gonna qualify for the next final 16, or Ismat is gonna fight again. So it's gonna be an exciting fight. We saw Ismat coming forward all the time in his last fight against Alin Halmagean, and Cedric comes from Holland. He's coming from Melvin's gym, and he has a lot of skill, and it's gonna be an exciting fight.
K1 has a very busy year planned, traveling all over the world. What can you tell us about the future of K1?
A lot of shows, a lot of fights. Right now, what we can tell you that we will have the Final Four in Azerbaijan. In April, we would make a trip to Romania, and after that, we're gonna decide based on the results of this Azerbaijan event where we will have the final between the winners of Shane versus Rico and Buakaw versus Lee.
All the action goes down in Baku on February 23rd. You don't want to miss it.